Welcome back, aspiring martial artists. Today we journey deeper into the heart of Goju Ryu. We'll learn new stances, each one a fortress, a foundation for powerful strikes and an unbreakable defense. Get ready to move, to feel the power in your core, to understand the flow of energy that runs through each stance. In Goju Ryu, stances are dynamic and alive, ready to adapt to any situation. Today, we'll explore two essential stances, Sanchin Dachi, the hourglass stance, and Zenkutsu Dachi, the forward stance. Embrace the challenges ahead, because they are the stepping stones to your growth. Our first exploration takes us to Sanchin Dachi, a fundamental stance in Goju Ryu. Stand with your feet together, toes pointing forward. Take a step back with one foot, about shoulder width apart, turning your toes inwards at a 45-degree angle. This is the foundation of Sanchin Dachi, a stance that cultivates stability and inner strength. Sanchin Dachi is much more than just a physical stance. The tension you feel in your muscles should be dynamic, like a tightly coiled spring, ready to release its energy. This practice of channeling energy through breathing is essential to mastering Goju Ryu. Now, let's move on to Zenkutsu Dachi, a stance that represents forward momentum and focus power. From Sanchin Dachi, step forward with your left foot, bending your front knee and keeping your back leg straight. Zenkutsu Dachi teaches us to face challenges head-on, to move forward with courage and determination. Having explored the fundamental stances, now we turn our attention to the dynamic movements that bring these powerful postures to life. In Goju Ryu, movement is a dance of power, a symphony of coordinated motion that blends seamlessly with technique. Each step, each shift of weight, each turn of the body is deliberate, with purpose and infused with the principles of balance, stability, and control. One of the key features of Goju Ryu is its focus on smooth movement. This smoothness allows for greater adaptability and efficiency in movement, letting practitioners redirect force, evade attacks, and counter-attack with surprising speed and agility. Strive for smoothness, for a continuous flow of movement that connects one move to the next. Having explored the fundamental stances and the principles of fluid movement, now we can start integrating these elements into the basic techniques. In Goju Ryu, each technique, whether it's a block, a punch, or a kick, is an extension of our stance and movement. This integration of movement and technique is what distinguishes Goju Ryu from other martial arts styles. In the intricate tapestry of Goju Ryu, where strength intertwines with fluidity, lies a fundamental element often overlooked, the power of breathing. Breathing in its simplest form sustains life. However, in the context of Goju Ryu, breathing transcends its purely physiological role. Through Ibuki, we learn to control our breathing, to harness its power, and to use it to enhance every aspect of our training. Ibuki, the art of breathing in Goju Ryu, is a multifaceted practice that goes far beyond simply inhaling and exhaling. One of the most fundamental Ibuki techniques is known as Sanchin Kihon, a breathing exercise that forms the cornerstone of Goju Ryu training. This state of calm focus, cultivated through Ibuki, is essential for the effective practice of martial arts, allowing them to react with speed, precision, and unwavering resolve. Section 3. Breath and movement, a harmonious symphony. Breathing is a key part of every technique, every block, every strike. We give our movements power and precision through the art of breathing. Imagine a powerful wave crashing against a rocky shore. The wave's power is in the timing of its surge. In Goju Ryu, our movements are most effective when coordinated with our breathing. We learn to breathe in as we gather energy, to breathe out as we release power. This timing is clear even in the most basic techniques. When doing a block, we breathe in as we raise our arms, breathe out as we deflect the attack. When punching or kicking, we breathe out sharply at the point of impact. This idea is known as kiai, the physical expression of our inner energy. It's the peak of our breath control, our body mechanics, and our mental focus. In Goju Ryu, we strive for harmony between mind and body, technique and movement. Section 1. Okinawa, the cradle of Goju Ryu. To truly understand Goju Ryu, we must travel back in time to the island of Okinawa, the birthplace of this ancient martial art. Located in the East China Sea, Okinawa has a rich and exciting history, shaped by its location and the mix of cultures that have landed on its shores. For centuries, Okinawa was a busy trading center, connecting China, Japan, and Southeast Asia. It encouraged a lively exchange of ideas, goods, and traditions. It was within this mix of cultures that Okinawan martial arts, known as Ti or Toad, emerged. Influenced by local fighting styles and Chinese martial arts, Te developed as a practical way to defend oneself during a time of constant political unrest and social trouble. Unlike the more formal martial arts of mainland Japan, Ti was known for being practical. It focused on close-range fighting and developing both attacking and defending techniques. Okinawa's history is part of Goju Ryu, shaping its movements, strategies, and philosophy. The island's difficult past taught its people the importance of strength, resilience, and self-preservation. These values are reflected in the core principles of Goju Ryu, which emphasizes balance, control, and the ability to adapt to any situation. When you practice Goju Ryu, remember you're not just learning techniques, you're inheriting a legacy passed down through generations of Okinawan masters. Embrace the history, culture, and spirit of Okinawa as they are woven into the very fabric of this art. Section 2. Kanryo Higaonna, the father of Goju Ryu. The story of Goju Ryu, as we know it today, begins with a young Okinawan named Kanryo Higaonna, born in 1853 in Naha, the capital of Okinawa. Higaonna's journey into the world of martial arts started at a young age, driven by a thirst for knowledge and a desire to master the traditional fighting styles of his homeland. He sought out renowned Ti masters, immersing himself in the rigorous training and ancestral wisdom they had to offer. In 1873, at the age of 20, Higaonna embarked on a life-changing journey to Fuzhou, China, then known as Fuqiao, to further his martial arts studies. There, he sought the tutelage of a revered Chinese martial arts master named Ryu Ryuko. Under Ryu Ryuko's expert guidance, Higaonna dedicated himself to mastering the intricacies of southern Chinese martial arts, including the powerful and dynamic Fujian White Crane Kung Fu style. For over a decade, Higaonna trained diligently in China, honing his skills and deepening his understanding of martial arts. He returned to Okinawa in 1882, a transformed martial artist. His body tempered by years of rigorous training, and his mind imbued with the wisdom of both Okinawan and Chinese traditions. Upon his return, Higaonna began teaching his unique style of martial arts, which became known as Nahate, named after his hometown of Naha. Nahate, characterized by its powerful close-range techniques, circular movements, and emphasis on both hard and soft techniques, formed the foundation upon which his most devoted student, Chojun Miyagi, would later establish the style known as Goju Ryu. Kanryo Higaonna's legacy, therefore, lies not only in the techniques he passed down, but in the spirit of unwavering dedication, cultural exchange, and the relentless pursuit of excellence in martial arts that he embodied. Kanryo Higaonna's legacy was carried on by his dedicated student, Chojun Miyagi, born in 1888 in Naha, Okinawa. Miyagi started his training under Kanbun Uechi and then with Kanryo Higaonna at 14. Under Higaonna, Miyagi thrived, mastering the complexities of Nahate. After Higaonna's death in 1915, Miyagi preserved and developed the art. In 1930, he named his system Goju Ryu, the hard-soft style. Miyagi formalized the curriculum, developed katas, and established a ranking system. His legacy lies in Goju Ryu and in the values of respect, humility, and perseverance. The path to mastering Goju Ryu extends beyond the dojo. Practicing at home is where real progress takes root. Let's start with the fundamental stances, Sanchin Dachi and Zenkutsu Dachi. Find a quiet space in your home. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, close your eyes and breathe deeply. Now, transition into Sanchin Dachi, feet shoulder-width apart, toes slightly inward. Next, move into Zenkutsu Dachi, the front stance. Step forward with your left foot, bending your front knee and keeping your back leg straight. Remember, consistency is key. Practicing these stances daily improves your balance and strength. Once you feel comfortable holding the stances, we can start to add movement, bringing fluidity and energy to our practice. Remember, in Goju Ryu, movement isn't rushed or random. It flows like water, smooth and controlled, coming from a place of balance and being centered. Start by practicing simple stepping movements, transitioning between Sanchin Dachi and Zenkutsu Dachi. Begin in Sanchin Dachi, feeling grounded and centered. Inhale slowly and deeply while shifting your weight to your back leg. As you exhale, step forward with your left foot, smoothly transitioning to Zenkutsu Dachi. Inhale again, gathering energy, and as you exhale, step back to Sanchin Dachi. Repeat this stepping sequence, alternating between your left and right foot, focusing on the fluidity of your movements and the coordination of your breathing. Imagine you are moving through water with elegant and effortless movements. As you become more comfortable, you can increase the speed and complexity of your movements, adding spins, blocks, and strikes. Remember, the key to mastering Goju Ryu movement lies in understanding the principles of balance, control, and fluidity. Every movement should be deliberate, purposeful, and executed with awareness. Don't get discouraged if your movements feel clumsy or uncoordinated at first. With consistent practice, you will develop the muscle memory and coordination needed to move with grace and precision. As we wrap up this second lesson, remember that the path of Goju Ryu is a journey of self-discovery. It's an ongoing exploration of your physical and mental potential. Embrace the challenges that lie ahead, because they are the stepping stones to your growth. Practice diligently with patience and perseverance, and you will witness the transformative power of this ancient art. Every stance you master, every movement you refine, every breath you control brings you one step closer to unlocking the warrior within. Goju Ryu isn't just about learning to fight, it's about cultivating a way of being, a life lived with strength, mindfulness, and an unbreakable spirit. Carry the lessons learned in the dojo into your everyday life. Face your challenges with the same courage and determination that you bring to your training. Embrace the journey, because it is in the pursuit of mastery that we discover our true potential. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. Be patient with yourselves, celebrate your progress, and never stop learning. The world of Goju Ryu awaits you, filled with endless possibilities for growth, self-discovery, and the pursuit of excellence. Embrace the journey, and may your path be filled with strength, wisdom, and the indomitable spirit of Goju Ryu.